range until our technicians have
Blah,
captured
blah,
their
blah,
systems.
blah, blah.
Imperial reinforcements are already inbound. They're gonna try and activate the satellites for themselves, but they aren't counting on pilots like you.
Star Wars Paladin here. Talking about stuff some more. I think the reason why I was talking to my friend's kids about it earlier. Order 66 is so stupid, and the kid was trying to explain it to me about how Sifo Dyas put all that in place. But the thing is, there should have never been an Order 66. It should have never been created. If the Jedi want to take out the Chancellor, they should be able to. I think that's the Jedi's right to do that, because otherwise, and if I remember right, reading Order 66, the Jedi weren't allowed to know that an Order 66 existed. Because if they knew it existed, they would have obviously had to have been more careful. But the other thing is, I think if they'd known that an Order 66 existed, that they would have known that it would have been immediately obvious that the Chancellor would have been the Sith Lord. Because that's the only person that they know that they wouldn't be able to get to. But the whole Order 66 thing just made me so mad. God, Star Wars just, I mean, I love Star Wars to death, but the idea of the troopers just turning on the Jedi, it never worked. The idea never worked, and I think that's why I wouldn't say that they retconned it, but they were like, oh, well, we could just have the clones be different clones not from Camino, that didn't fight with them. That way, it'll make more sense of why the clones would turn, because I wouldn't think Commander Cody would just turn on Obi-Wan. He would have like ushered him out, I would think. But why didn't Cody ever tell why didn't they ever tell their friends, by the way, there's this thing called Order 66. You guys should really watch out for it. Cody and Rex. You know, Rex never told. Never told Anakin, by the way, there's this thing called Order 66. Whatever you do, don't try to kill the Chancellor. Meanwhile, you know, Rex and Cody never told them, by the way, I noticed that we're growing old really, really fast. Is there something you can do about that? Can you help us out? You know, instead, oh, what a missile lock. I wonder where the missile's coming from. It's stupid. You know, can you check out the archives and figure out how to... Can you go to Camino? Next time you're there, can you ask them how they can stop the aging? But instead, you know, they get their own team together. But it never says, I mean, in Star Wars, it never says what happens to Rex and Cody. You ever wonder that? What happened to Rex and Cody? I don't know. Oh, they're closing in on all sides. And obviously, you know, some things have to... You can't ever craft a perfect story. And I understand that. If the story was perfect, it wouldn't work. I just think Star Wars would have been much more interesting. At least, you know, the whole 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it would have been a lot more interesting if Dooku would have been like, "You're being deceived by a dark lord of the Sith, blah blah blah, let's join them and do it together." I can't do Dooku's voice at all. Sounds like an evil dentist. So anyway, it would have been so much more interesting if Obi-Wan would have been like, "Oh, that makes perfect sense. Okay, get me down. Let's do something about it." I don't think the Separatists are that bad. You know, and then they said, and then Rex and Cody would have been like, "Oh, by the way, there's this thing called Order 66. Don't try to kill the Chancellor." And Obi-Wan's like, "Oh, hey, that makes perfect sense because I'm here with Jedi Knight Dooku, who says, you know, that he's the Dark Lord." And then it's like, let's send Anakin and Padme to Alderaan, and we'll arrest him. Wink, wink. Then Mace Windu just shoves his frickin' lightsaber right through him. And they chopped him up into 50 tiny pieces and feed him to the Rancor in Jabba's palace. The end. I wrote a better story than you do. Oh wait, that's Legend of Zelda. That's not Star Wars. Doing the frickin' Legend of Zelda music. Oh, hey, we won.
Good work,
Woo,
Squadron.
woo.
Now watch those imps run.
Hey, I still got it. Not bad. Not bad at all. I was whistling while I was shopping today, and somebody at the other side of the store started whistling. It's pretty funny.
Sure, that seems doable.
So I stopped, listened to him whistle. I was trying to see if we were whistling the same song, but... Did I make that? Is that what happened? You know what? I think that's what happened. I think I thought I was making... Yeah! I thought I was making one of these and he made one of those for some damn screwed up ass reason. Wonder if somebody will buy this. I was wondering how the hell I got that in my inventory. Oh, mine's not augmented though. So usually what I do is I just try to sell it for a couple grand more than... Yeah. There's another character that I'd like to see.
Here's what I got.
Which is that other Jedi. He was kind of like a physical adept Jedi.
Back anytime.
He's kind of like a surfer physical adept. I don't know. He fought Cad Bane with Obi-Wan. I thought he was pretty interesting. But in all honesty, I would just rather